I was definitely an avoider in my marriage and as a parent, but I picked vacillator women like my dad, and I was the pleaser with them. So I played out one family history over here, and he was more like my mom, so I played out this side of my family history with him. So many times, you may be two, but we just say, pick the thing that you do the most in the relationship you most want to change. And if you have adult kids, give them the book and say, we had a guy say, he was on our board and he was an avoider. And he was in his late 60s, early 70s, and he really started to reflect on his life and his parenting, and he gave the book to both of his daughters, and he said, who were in their 40s, I know I was the avoider, Dad. Will you just read this chapter, and then I'd love to have lunch with you and just talk about what was it like to grow up with an avoider dad, because I have a chance now to change that, and I don't want to stay the avoider dad. And so his daughters gladly took the book and read it, and it opened up discussions between he and both daughters on separate occasions. And he said we had just some of the best, most healing conversations. And he said I asked him about feelings, and he said I shared some of my feelings, and that was really big for him because he just never had a language. And several years later, one of his daughters passed away. And he just came to us in tears and said, I'm so glad I had those opportunities. He said, what I remember now is those conversations. And he said, I made plenty of mistakes, but I feel like I had a chance to really repair it. So I encourage you to do the same.